the life you want to live, the freedom that you seek is on the other side of that plan. You've already heard the call. You are ready to live a life of travel. It's your dream, but somehow you feel stuck. You're procrastinating. You haven't made the move yet. Some of you haven't even started planning. How do I know? Because I read your comments. Some of you have emailed me desperate Hail Mary, Dear Marlie emails. Help me out. Help me make a plan. How do I do this? And I also know because I'm you. I have that dream. But first, I'm going to tell you the 3 reasons why you're feeling stuck, why you haven't made that move yet, and why you're still procrastinating. And I'm also going to tell you 4 ways you can get unstuck and start traveling sooner than you think. I'm also going to tell you a personal story about me. It's kind of vulnerable, so I'm saving it for the end. If you want to hear that, stick around for that. If you're new here, my name is Marlie. I'm a news anchor turned nomad. I quit my 6-figure career in television news to travel the world. And on this channel, I show you how to do it too. If any of that sounds interesting to you, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, and share this video with another woman you know can use this information. Let's get right into it. These are the 3 reasons you're feeling stuck. Number 1, I'm looking down at my notes here, burnout. You're already burnt out. The job, the responsibilities, the stress, everything on your shoulders. Life is lifing and quickly becoming unaffordable. Prices are outpacing your salary. And it's just hard to start planning to put yet another thing on your plate when you have limited bandwidth to begin with. It's stressful. I get it. I've been there. Another aspect of burnout is complacency, is to rationalize that my life isn't that bad. I mean, I'm alive. I got food, a roof over my head. I'm okay. And you are okay. But there's so much more to life. There's so much more freedom that you can have, so much more ease, so much more joy, just more life to do with as you please. Number 2, overwhelm. You think about living a life abroad and you think about your life now and you're like, wow, I got a lot of stuff to do. You're making lists that seem endless, so many things to do, and you don't even know where to start. That list can be paralyzing. I have been there too. Another thing is analysis paralysis. You're doing the research. You've already watched like 20 videos about Portugal, but you're still not sure if that's where you want to go to start out. You want the information to be perfect. You want your plan to be perfect, and you're just bogged down by all the information because sometimes there is such a thing as too much research. Number 3, and I think a lot of people are going to be able to relate to this, fear. Fear of so many things, fear of mistakes, fear of failure, fear of loneliness, fear of being in a new place, fear of going broke, fear of losing friends, fear of so many things. Some of y'all feel guilt. Guilt for giving up the grind. Guilt because you think you have to work hard and suffer and take on so much responsibility because that's what you're used to. Guilt because you feel like you're abandoning family members, friends, people who possibly lean on you and depend on you. Guilt because you're not used to prioritizing yourself. And guilt because you feel like the investment that you made in your life, in your education, in your work, in your career, all the suffering, all the pain, all the money, you feel like you're throwing it away. But I assure you, you're not. But that is a feeling that some people have. And that can keep your feet planted right in the same place and stuck in the planning phases. Okay, so now you know. You know what's holding you back. You know what's keeping you stuck. Now I'm going to give you 4 ways how you can get unstuck, stop procrastinating, make the plan, carry out the plan, and finally get on the road. Number 1, take a micro trip. A little tiny, small scale version of what your life abroad might look like. Go to a neighboring city. Get yourself a little Airbnb or a hotel room for 48 hours. Have a little itinerary. Go see some sights. Get some great meals, maybe a massage. Do it solo and just see how it feels, how you feel in your own skin, how you navigate, how easy it is. And when you've got that down, go to another country for just a few weeks. Could be 2 weeks, could be 3, as many weeks as you can cobble together, whether it be through vacation time, PTO time, weekends, put it all together. Get yourself a good chunk of time off, but go somewhere, another country, somewhere close by. The Caribbean is right there, y'all, and it's beautiful. Go somewhere for just a few weeks and see how you feel. See how you navigate. And then you'll realize that all your affairs don't have to be in order before you go somewhere and start to feel that freedom, start to live a life of travel. And once you get there and once you feel it, I promise you, you will be so inspired. You will start plotting on how you can extend it. You will start plotting on how you can take the next trip, how you can get another couple of weeks off, what you can do to keep it going. I promise you, you just need to taste it. You will have some mindset shifting, life changing revelations and realizations, the type of thing that if I told you or somebody else told you, you wouldn't be able to really know it, feel it, and relate to it until you've actually done it. Number 2, simplify your plan. I know the temptation is to make this big master plan that covers everything from A to Z, starting with what you're going to do with your home, whether that be a mortgage or a lease, right on down to what you plan to do with your cell phone and everything in between. I can relate. I've made that type of list myself, but here's what I've learned. You don't have to have every last thing settled and figured out right at the beginning. You can take it in stages. So planning is not one big phase and one big list. It's a few different phases. One phase can address your stuff. Another phase can address your finances. Another phase can address getting the people in your life ready for your plans. And here's another thing you can do as far as your planning to make it simplified and more manageable, and to simply come at it from a different mindset, a mindset that makes it more doable. Make a list of things you're not gonna do. That's right. There are so many things that once you live your life abroad, you don't have to do anymore. You don't have to worry anymore about them. You don't have to pay for them anymore. They're just not a factor. That is a very liberating list. Take it from me. And that just feels like, load off your shoulders. It's like you can almost envision what that life is going to be like when there are so many things you don't have to worry about anymore. It's just like your shoulders just got lighter. I don't pay a car note anymore. I don't pay car insurance anymore. I don't have a mortgage anymore. I don't have a million subscriptions and memberships anymore. Now, of course, those things come a little bit in the future, but there's some very practical things that you could stop doing right now. You don't need any stuff because you're trying to get rid of the stuff you got. You don't need any more clothes because you're trying to get rid of the clothes you got to be travel ready, to fit in a couple of suitcases. Number 3, remember your why. For me, this is the most effective way to spring into action, to make that plan happen, and to finally get on the road. Because all I gotta do is remember why I'm doing this, why I'm living this life, and remember what my life looked like before it. The freedom I have now, the ease I have now, the fun and adventure, which is a regular part of my life. I'm in Bangkok right now, just chilling. And I would never have been able to do that as a news reporter who was hustling, working 15 hours a day. I would get a call at a moment's notice, sometimes 2-3 o'clock in the morning, to get on a plane and fly somewhere to cover a story and be live on the air around the clock, working weekends, working holidays, working on my birthday, putting my family second to my job every single time. I was feeling it in my physical health, in my mental health, and I knew I needed a change. I'm 50 years old, and I do not want to spend the rest of my days hustling and working and stressing. I want to follow my passion, which is to travel the world. Another reason why I live this life, I'm a Black woman, and I have felt the impact of my skin color in every aspect of my life. In my career, it was like playing on a team of high performers with one hand tied behind my back. In my living situations, I bought into a condominium association that didn't even respect my money. And another reason why I have so many whys. America. We see what's happening with the current administration, with the current political climate. We've seen how unfavorable it is for Black women in particular, and all people of color and immigrants. But I just don't agree. I do not agree, and it's not the place for me anymore. I know that's a controversial statement, and I know that people have feelings about that, but hopefully if you're watching this video, you can understand where I'm coming from. And the fourth way that you can get unstuck, stop procrastinating, make a plan and carry that plan out and get yourself on the road is to get in community with like-minded people. There are so many communities online. There's Exodus Summit, there's Blaxit Global, there's Nomad Tribe. There are so many. And the benefit of that is that you learn. You see how other people are living this life, are planning to live this life, and also it's normalized. You see that this is not some strange, weird thing that strange, weird people do. This is something that is heart-centered, authentic, and a real way of life for so many people, for so many very valid reasons. Another thing about being in community is that it's a great source of encouragement and accountability. It keeps that plan fresh and keeps you working on every item on it. Another way to get in community is to get some help with your plan. Find somebody who's experienced, who has done this, who is living this life, who can help you customize a plan based on your specific life situations. That's what I do. That's what I love to do, actually. And it's part of my why, because not only can I be free, but I can help other Black women be free as well. And I love my clients. Oh my God, they're such amazing, smart, capable women. But you know what they say, your vibe attracts your tribe. And I'm so honored to be in the same tribe as them. I have one woman who is on her way to Jamaica right now, like made the plan, executing it. Okay, plane tickets, accommodations, like we're doing this. And I'm so proud of her and so gratified that I played a role in helping that plan come together. So if you need help with your plan, customizing a plan that is right for you based on the particular individual specific situations of your life, I can help with that. Book a one-on-one coaching call with me and we'll get your plan together and we'll get you on your way, living the life of your dreams sooner than you think. Link is in the description. And as we get close to the end of this video, I want to mention that feeling stuck or procrastinating or analysis paralysis, however you want to put it, that feeling, that fear, that overwhelm, that burnout, it's normal, it's natural. Even seasoned travelers have experienced it and have overcome it. So you can too. I want to tell you a little personal story about me. It's a little bit vulnerable. That's why I saved it to the end of the video, because I know if you made it to this point in the video, because statistically most people don't, if you made it to this point in the video, that means that you're a real one. You've heard the call and you are serious about living this life. And this story is for you. It's about me, but it's for you, hopefully to encourage you and to let you know that you're not alone. And whatever you're feeling right now, your fear, your overwhelm, your trepidation, whatever it is, I can relate. So as I mentioned to you a few times in this video, I'm in Bangkok. I got here about 3 weeks ago now, but I got here 3 days later than I thought I would. Why? Because on the day that I was supposed to fly out, there was a blizzard in New York City, where I was flying from. So I am watching the weather reports, watching the news. I am tracking how many flights have been canceled. Hundreds of flights were canceled that day preemptively. There's chaos at airports. There was talk of JFK in New York City, where I was flying out of, being shut down. And I was like, I don't know about flying today. I just knew my flight was going to be canceled, and I was tracking that too. But every time I checked, it said that that plane was going to depart on schedule. Or in the event that it does take off, I don't want to be flying in the blizzard. I made up so many excuses. And did you know, I never left to go to the airport. As it turned out, The storm system was a bit delayed in reaching New York, which was just enough of a window for that plane to fly out safely and on time. I was devastated when I found this out and very self-critical. I was like, Marlie, you made the wrong call. You made the wrong call. And if I really think about it, if I'm very honest with myself, I made that call and never went to the airport because I was scared. I had fear. I was going to a country that I'd never been to before, Thailand. Going to Asia. I have never been to Asia before, and it was a 20-hour flight. I'd never been that far. And although I'm a seasoned traveler, a lot of things about this destination and this experience would be new for me. And I have to admit that I had fear. And that fear caused me to not go to the airport and get on that flight. Now, yeah, I wrapped it up in some very nice excuses about safety, about my safety. And it made sense in my brain at the time. But once the plane took off and everything was smooth, I knew that I made the wrong call, one. And two, I made that call because of my fear. No one is immune. Even seasoned travelers feel fear. In addition to being a seasoned traveler, I'm a seasoned journalist. I have reported on storms and blizzards and hurricanes and earthquakes. I have traveled in them. I have been on the road when only emergency vehicles were allowed to be on the road. I have been in the thick of it many, many times because my paycheck was tied to it. And I did it without trepidation. But in this situation, I punked out. I was very hard on myself. Very. But after thinking about it, I decided to give myself grace because I rebooked that flight the same day. Booked it for 3 days later. And 3 days later, I got on that flight. I went to the airport. I got on the flight. And I'm here in Bangkok. My fear did delay me, but it did not stop me. And I don't want your fear, your overwhelm, your burnout, whatever it is, to stop you. Because your dreams are so much bigger, are so much more important. The life you want to live, the freedom that you seek is on the other side of that plan. So now that you know my story, tell me in the comments, have you ever felt stuck? Are you feeling stuck now? What do you think is holding you back? Let me know. Let's talk about it. In the meantime, watch this next video right here.